What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com. Welcome to this wonderful hump day on July the 13th, okay? And we have a lot of great news and just some other news. And of course, I'm saving the best for last, a little bit of drama, all right, towards the end. Now, hopefully, I have to admit the last two uploads, I did not put any chapters in there because I just want to upload the video and then deal with the chapters later. So I will do my best to update that as soon as possible. Also, don't forget, if you're watching this live stream right now or you're watching this post recording of the Treetop News, let me just say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the positive, the positive feedback that you've been giving me. I really like to make you all happy. I'm really glad that you enjoy this new format and my actual news dumps, as well as the ridiculousness, the social media, and the feel-good section that I save towards the end. So, once again, continue to leave a comment below this video. It does help the algorithm, even though YouTube keeps taking away subscribers. And I know, sweeties, I do understand. Yes, they unsubscribe you, but always check your subscription. Don't forget to leave a like, okay? Now, without further ado, let's get down to international news. Right there, taters. Let's talk about what's going on between Zelensky and Trudeau. All right. I guess Zelensky thinks he's the king, so he thinks he has power over other countries, because he had told Trudeau in Canada not to repair the wind turbines in reference to Germany, so they can give it back to Russia because of sanctions. And, they did not listen to him. Now, they had the thing for a month, and they are repairing it now. And I do believe they're going to be sending it back to Russia around about tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Yeah, tomorrow's July the 14th. King Zelensky does not like that, hunty, okay? So let's read this here. In June, Russian officials cut capacity to the Nord Stream 1 pipeline. Although this fool cut off the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, but we're not going to talk about that, which delivers gas to Germany by 40%, citing the need for the wind turbine that had been sent to Canada for repairs. On Saturday, Canadian Natural Resources Minister Jonathan Wilkinson announced that the turbines would be sent back to Germany in the near future, circumventing current sanctions placed on Russia. The move angered Ukrainian President Zelensky, who criticized the Canadian government of bowing to Russian demands. And this is what King Zelensky, this is what King Zelensky said. Today was a difficult day, Zelensky said during his weekly Monday night address. First, the Minister of Foreign Affairs had to summon Canada's representative to our country due to an absolute unacceptable exception to the sanctions regime against Russia. It's not just about some Nord Stream turbine that Canada shouldn't have, but still decided to hand over. Oh, you know you bad. Trudeau, you know you're not supposed to do that. Zelensky done told you to do that. He the king. He the king of the world, hunty. You didn't get that memo? This is about common rules. That's what Zelensky said. He referred to Russia as a terrorist state and warned that if it can squeeze out such an exception to sanctions, it will seek more and more exceptions in the future. It is dangerous not only for Ukraine, Zelensky suggested, but for all countries of the democratic world. What? Okay. The decision on the exception to sanctions will be perceived in Moscow exclusively as a manifestation of weakness. Wow. Zelensky, why don't you go find Trudeau and give him a spanking? I'm sure he would enjoy that. Let's move on to Chris Cuomo. Oh my God, y'all. Chris Cuomo is speaking in Ukraine. Y'all know what Chris Cuomo is doing? Chris Cuomo is trying to be a freelancer, free agent journalist. I kid you not. This guy, he never just sit down and like, hey, just be invisible for a while so people can, get over the fact that, anyway, I don't even know what the status of the lawsuit is, but we're going to go to his Instagram and watch his so-called journalism, right? Disgraced ex-CNN personality Chris Cuomo, Fredo, is currently cosplaying as a free agent journalist on the grounds in Ukraine. As if there weren't enough Western fake news hacks covering this war already, Chris Cuomo, the former host of the CNN Cuomo Primetime and disgraced brother of also disgraced sexual deviant Andrew Cuomo, has returned after a 7-month hiatus and is currently on the ground in Ukraine cosplaying as a free agent reporters for his social media followers. In his triumphant return to the spotlight, Fredo posted on his Instagram late last month announcing he has reached Ukraine, as well as pictures and videos showing the devastation the war has brought to the region. So let's go look at it. I'm not even going to read the rest of this. Let's go to his, here we go, right here. This is his Instagrams. When did he go over there? That ain't it. Let's see. I think, what is this?
Move slow.
Okay, no. Dude, are you serious? What is this right here? Okay, that was 2 weeks ago. So he was in Ukraine. Russians are apparently targeting civilians. Okay, so that's when he started to come over to Ukraine. And then
What do you want to say?
He started to do some, heading back from Ukraine Eastern Front, and has to be shown especially now. So I guess this is him doing his thing here. This is somebody fighting for the Ukrainian army. Let's listen to Cuomo's journalism, y'all, shall we?
To your daughters, to your wife, to your family in the States.
Ми скоро побачимось. Я думаю, що ця війна закінчиться і ми зустрінемось.
Now tell me what you said. What did you say?
War it's not long and I love my daughter and I want to see she's very much.
You haven't seen them in how long?
4 months ago.
You left them in the United States and you came back here to volunteer?
Yes.
This is an American citizen? Are you serious? He can't even speak English? And he's going over... Okay, hold on. Why am I outraged, all right? Biden is letting millions upon millions of people invade our country from the south border. Why am I surprised that somebody who can barely speak English is fighting as a mercenary on behalf of the Ukrainian army? Why am I don't even know why I'm shocked about this. Like, what's wrong with me?
Will Ukraine win?
Yes, of course.
Will you stay until it's over?
Of course.
All right. God bless. Good luck. I'll get the message to your daughters.
Thank you very much.
Oh boy. Ooh, I had to bite my tongue for that one. All right, what is this? Something coming. And he's in some car. Okay, all right. And then This is him also again in Ukraine.
You're situated on the side of this building because the artillery has been passing along here on the other side of it. And literally, they are standing where they are because it's safe. And if they step out, they have to worry about something hitting and exploding like that hole.
What hole?
There. That is the nature of this war.
Wait, what hole? Do y'all see a hole?
You're situated.
Okay, hold on. He got some more stuff here too.
This was the last volley of shelling. Said several days ago. Look at this. Artillery rounds.
I hope Chris don't think he like really in danger, you know what I'm saying? Cause oh my God, this guy I don't hear no bombing. I don't hear anything. I don't even hear no planes flying over in the sky. So I'm trying to figure out like where is he when it comes to Ukraine?
You hear that at the distance. It's pretty abandoned. You keep this kind of distance. It's a foxhole. You keep this kind of distance under shelling so that if one hits, not everybody gets hit. It's morbid, but it's a practical reality.
Is it me or does it feel he doesn't seem like he's in danger? Okay, this is the last one. I'm not gonna go through all this, okay?
Yes.
This weapon we
Why is it so blurry? Okay, I lost interest. Cuomo, you suck. You still suck. I don't know what you think you doing over there in Ukraine, but your suckishness is on steroids. Ew. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Let's move on from this clown, okay? Global food crisis. EU border force bracing for waves of mass migration as global south goes hungry. And remember that they had a huge invasion. What was it, back in 2014, 2015? Actually, I would have to say it was 2015 because that's when all of the migration started happening. And now you really about to get it. So brace yourself, UK, brace yourself, Italy, Spain, Germany. You already have to deal with the refugees from Ukraine. Well, now you're about to get some more refugees from Africa as well as the Middle East. Well, not all of the Middle East, but I guess the Middle East that's close to Africa. So y'all about to get them too. And of course, some opportunists. So get ready for some diversity. And of course, speaking of diversity, last but not least, let's take a peek of what's going on in the south border. I hate showing this to you all because it's pretty depressing to see how Biden is just allowing this to happen all willy-nilly. But Greg Abbott, like I criticized him. I think it was on the Monday Treetop News, and I was saying, hey, what's your boy Abbott doing? He's not allowing the other politicians to call it an invasion. He's not signing up for the invasion rhetoric. He's not doing things to say that Texas is now being invaded. And we have some video here of why that is. So I was going to go ahead and I'm not even going to deal with the reading of this. We'll go ahead and look at this. This is from the Daily Caller, and he's going to just show a whole bunch of people in line. What is this right here? By the way, I'm just skimming through the video. I really didn't see it all. Oh, okay. Let's watch a little bit of this. Let's see.
Officials held a press conference in Brackettville for the announcement. administration stands by and does nothing. They double down. They lie to the American people. They say our borders are secure. It's a lie. They say they have operational control. It's a lie. What you heard today from these courageous individuals right here, the first time, as was said by Ken, is that this is absolutely an invasion.
2 days after the declaration in Brackettville, Governor Greg Abbott issued an executive order that authorizes the Texas National Guard and Texas Department of Public Safety to apprehend migrants in the country illegally and return them to the U.S. port of entry, but did not declare it an invasion. The governor recently visited the Del Rio sector.
But once you return them back to the border, they come back through. But that's so stupid at Abbott. Okay, when we catch them crossing over our borders illegally, we're gonna put them on a bus and cross back over into Mexico and release them, just for them to come back and do it again. So you're wasting all this gas money, you're wasting all these resources. Just sit up here and put them back over there and then have them keep crossing until they successfully infiltrate the interiors of this country. Oh, the bell curve is such a lie, dude, I swear.
One of the sectors most impacted by illegal crossings, especially by groups over 100 migrants. We asked Governor Greg Abbott on what actions he plans to take towards the Mexican governors who signed an agreement with him back in April to slow the flow of illegal crossings, which hasn't happened.
Governor, back in April, you signed 4 agreements with 4 Mexican state governors on a goal to slow down the illegal drugs and the illegal crossings.
And a lot of human
It has
trafficking.
not happened, especially in this sector. We already had 5-day span here where there more than 7,000 migrants were encountered. We've actually been following these migrant caravans from Monterrey to Aviendas here to Petras Negras, and they're crossing by the hundreds. What are you doing to hold the Mexican state governors accountable for not obeying the agreement you made with them?
The accountability may come soon, but we've been in discussion with our bordering neighbors about what they're doing. I will tell you this. Obviously, the state right across the border is Coahuila, and you talked about the numbers in Coahuila. The governor of Coahuila is doing a lot, maybe as much as anybody, to disband the caravans and thwart people who would otherwise come across the border.
How?
His challenge is the same as my challenge, and that's the president of his country. And as long as AMLO is advancing this and aiding this effort, it's hard for a governor.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm being triggered by this fat police officer. Y'all know I don't like fat police officers. I can't stand that. Okay, sorry. I had to say that because I was triggered. Okay, I'm back to normal now.
To be able to stop it.
Governor Greg Abbott says accountability will come soon to the Mexican governors for not obeying his agreement. Less than 2 hours after his press conference in Eagle Pass, a group of over 100 migrants crossed illegally, mostly men. These are hundreds here of single men without families here, mostly coming from Venezuela. Venezuela? ¿Cuál parte de Venezuela? ¿Caracas? ¿Venezuela? ¿Ya tiene familia en Estados Unidos?
Sí.
¿A dónde? Some have family here in Florida, they say. But we pressed the governor, what is he doing to hold the Mexican state governors accountable for continuing to allow these groups to cross illegally? According to his agreement, these Mexican governors were supposed to stop the flow. But as you guys can see, we're not seeing that. And like I said, less than 2 hours ago, the governor was here in Eagle Pass, and you guys can see, and we're expecting more groups of migrant caravans to continue to trickle in into Petras Negras and cross immediately here into Eagle Pass. That's something that we continue to be documented here in Eagle Pass. So stay tuned for all the updates.
Oh my gosh, this doesn't make no sense. Anyway, so yeah, that seems to be the thing right now. So, I mean, I actually can talk about what's going on in Mexico and also at our border, south of Texas. I can do that every day of the week, and to me it's just gonna it's gonna basically make you guys a little depressed because it makes me just roll my eyes. But anyway, let's move on to national and local news. So, Taters, it wouldn't be a good Treetop News Day if we weren't clowning Biden. You know what I mean? This guy is just a joke. And he brings the lulz, all right? Joe Biden had an embarrassing memory lapse at yesterday's gun pressure. So let me see. Where was he at? With all the stories about how Joe Biden's age is impacting his performance as president, this is not something that can happen in front of cameras. You got that right. Where was he? Hold on a second. Manuel that lost his son, blah, blah, blah. Where? Oh, okay. Regardless, the left has used these shootings. Okay, looks like I'm not going to get a quick... Anyway, here we go. Let's see. Resident Biden mistakenly said that a school shooting in Parkland, Florida, happened more than a century ago during a speech Monday celebrating the passage of a bipartisan gun bill. Okay, so he said he had a speech, but where was the speech? Okay, guys, I just don't have the patience. Can y'all let me know in the comments section below where this speech was? And now let's go ahead and laugh. Y'all ready? Here's where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Go.
Fort Hood, Texas, 2009. 13 dead, 30 more injured. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, 1918. 17 dead, 17 injured.
1918. How did that happen? But none of us was alive during that time, you idiot. Invoke the 25th Amendment. Invoke the 25th Amendment. Oh my God, dude. It's just too easy. Like every week, this guy, if it ain't between Kamala and her word salad versus this guy who just says crazy stuff. He fall off bikes. He fall upstairs. Keep sniffing kids. I'm like, what is going on with him? Okay. Let's move. No. But wait, there's more. You know how Joe Biden always turned his back on reporters when they yell out questions, especially when Ducey go out there and ask questions. He doesn't like them because he doesn't know how to answer them because, well, obviously, he's a little touched in the head. But, oh boy, he came back and snapped at a reporter who was asking about, him not running and saying that like a good percentage of Democrats don't want him to run. And, he did not like that, honey. I never seen that man but he really came quick. He made a beeline for the reporter. And I said, so that's what it takes to get this man to answer questions. Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same. Biden snaps at reporters asking about New York Times polls showing 64% of Dems don't want him to run again. Now, here's the deal. When you're talking about they're all the same, you have them cuddling you, you idiot. Oh my God. I wish that CNN, MSNBC, CBS, NBC, I wish these people would be half as kind and courteous to Trump the way they were to you. And he talking about they all the same. Are you serious? They're not even reporting on the Hunter Biden links by 4chan. So I don't know what you're talking about. But let's see him get triggered. And he really gets triggered. Watch this.
Mr. President, what's your message to Democrats who don't want you to run again?
They want me to run.
2/3 say they don't.
Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same. That poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote for me.
A majority of Democrats say they don't want you to run again in 2024.
92% said if I did, they'd vote for me.
Okay, Mr. President, hold on. I'm going to need me some receipts on that one. Who told him that lie? Wait. Hold on. We got to watch this again, guys. I promise you, we got to watch this again. That was just so much going on at one time. So here you have everybody like protecting him, trying to get him to not come over there and address that.
So what's your message to Democrats who don't want you to run again?
They want me to run.
No, they don't. They really don't. I got the receipts to show you they don't want you to run.
2/3 say they don't.
Read the polls, Jack.
We are reading the polls there, Jack. Okay? They are reading the polls, Jack. They don't want you to run.
You guys are all the same. That poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote.
There's no such poll. I checked. There is no such poll. There's no poll that says 92% of Democrats will vote for him if he runs again. I am just sit here and I'm dumbfounded. Does Biden really think he's going to make it to 2024? Like seriously, is he that delusional? Do they really not let him know how much he's hated? Did they tell him his poll numbers? I mean, seriously, it sounds to me that he really believes that if he can run, I don't think he's going to run, because I don't even think he's going to be able to, I'm sure he's using diapers now, but I don't think he's going to be aware of his surroundings by 2024. So I think he really believes that he's going to run in 2024, and I really believe that he thinks he's going to win. Oh my God, the copium this man is sucking on is amazing.
Poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote for me.
A majority of Democrats say they don't want you to run again in 2024.
92% said if I did, they'd vote for me.
That's a big old fat lie. Because you know what? You have some demon rats that are so hardcore blue, they will stay at home. I know they will stay at home. I see them say they was going to stay at home. They said if they run Biden again or Harris, they're going to stay at home. They're not going to vote. They just, you know what I'm saying? And you got some that just hate the Democrats so bad that they're going to vote for Trump just out of spite. But okay, suck on that copium all you want to. I mean, do what you got to do there, Biden. But here's the receipts to show what I'm talking about. Prominent far-left Democratic group launched six-figure campaign urging Joe Biden not to run in 2024. Americans are ready to move on from Joe Biden. Don't run Joe. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to sit up here and tell him that, hey, we don't want you. Don't run Joe. President Biden has been neither bold nor inspiring, and his prospects for winning re-election appear to be bleak. Oh, amen. Root Actions announced today that they will be launching a campaign to prevent his renomination. Yeah, listen to the polls, Jack. Listen to the polls, Jack. You don't know what you're talking about, Jack. They want me to run. Okay. All right, whatever you got to tell yourself there, Joe. Okay, of course, we're still on this clown again. Biden brags about importing record foreign workers to compete against Americans for jobs. All right, guys, take a deep breath in and breathe out slowly, because this one is going to piss you off. President Joe Biden is bragging about the record number of foreign visa workers his administration has brought to the United States to compete for working and middle-class jobs against unemployed Americans. During a press conference with Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, okay, I can never pronounce his last name, AMLO for short, Biden bragged that his Department of Homeland Security, DHS, has created a steady flow to the United States of foreign workers on agricultural H-2A and non-agricultural H-2B visas. Last year, this is him, what he's saying, this is Biden talking? Oh yeah, hold on, let me get my Biden voice. Last year, my administration set a record. We issued more than 300,000 H-2 visas for Mexican workers. We also reached a 5-year high in the visas we issued to Central Americans, and we're on the pace to double this, Jack, this fiscal year for Central America. You're doing more for these countries in Central America than you are for the United States. Impeach 25. I'm trying to impeach, just do both of them. Impeach him, then invoke him. I don't care. Get him out of there. Biden's inflating the United States labor market with millions of foreign workers comes as millions of working age Americans remain on the labor market sidelines. Quote, there are approximately 11.5 million jobs opening in the United States right now and 14.73 million employable Americans, a study by the Federation for American Immigration Reform, aka FAIR, notes. This means that there are 3.23 million more workers in the country than open jobs. This guy is, oh my God. Woo-sa, don't, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, let's move on from this clown. And let's laugh at some clown. Well, laugh at one particular clown. Oh my God, dude. These people are just making it easy for us. When I see stuff like this, I'm like, God, y'all just making it easy for people to say, you know what, the Democratic Party is just basically crazy. They too crazy for me. I can't deal with this. Here you have a professor. This is, from my understanding, she's a law professor, right? Hold on a second. Let me make sure. I do believe, if I'm wrong, yep, here we go. Berkeley School of Law. This chick is a law professor. Talking about when she can't prove her argument, she goes to the whole transphobic argument. And, of course, Josh Hawley just rakes her over the coals. I mean, it's glorious, but it's also just, it makes you shake your head like, wow, these certifications, these so-called Ivy League schools. I don't think Berkeley is an Ivy League school, but it's a prestigious school. They're just too woke. And if anytime somebody tell me that they have graduated from any of these schools like Yale, Stanford, Berkeley, I'm just like, ugh, you just dumb as an elementary school student. I don't look at them as like, I don't look at that no more. And if you need a lawyer, I highly suggest you avoid any lawyer who graduated from Berkeley. Let's watch.
I want to visit with you, Ms. Mansky, but before I do, I just want to clear one thing up. Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Automatically have to take off the mask, because you got to show that you on team vaccination. Don't say I got to take off the mask to show y'all I am here to protect myself, and I'm better than you because I am here in this room with the mask on. Okay, and let's not forget, you need to respect me because I am a woman of color. All right?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's right.
Look at her eyes. They all got that bug out eyes. You know what I'm saying? They all got those bug out eyes. It makes me realize that even before you talk, if you got bug out eyes like that, you're crazy. I'm gonna have to stay away from these type of people, I swear.
Rights issue.
Oh, let me rewind this. Let's go back to her bug out eyes.
And who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing that.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide. So I think it's important.
Because of my line of questioning? So we can't talk about it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist.
I'm denying that trans people exist by asking you if you're talking about women having pregnancies?
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can get pregnant.
So you are denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you?
Absolutely.
Or are they also treated like this? Where
No,
they're told that they're opening up people to violence?
We have a good time in my class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot just in this exchange.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
I like how Josh gets sassy with her with his hands. I do learn a lot. I learned a lot right here how dumb you are, you know what I'm saying? And it's like people are looking at this and saying, this woman is a professor at law school? Oh, God, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. Okay, let's move on. All right, this one right here. I don't know if this is going to pass or not, but let me just give you guys a heads up on what's going on. Adding to inflation, Democrats have a brand new tax hike plan in an effort to give resident Joe Biden a win and to upend his status as a lame duck executive before the 2022 midterm elections. Democrats are reviving part of the Build Back Better bill. Y'all remember that? I remember. Y'all remember? I remember. And with a plan to raise taxes on job creating Americans. According to Americans for Tax Reform, Democrats, aka Demon Rats, new plan will crush small businesses and further destroy the economy. Quote, Senate Democrats are set to introduce legislation that contains a $252 billion tax increase on small businesses. With the economy struggling and inflation out of control, now is the worst time to increase taxes on businesses, the ATR warns. This tax increase would be included in the Demon Rats $1 trillion tax and spend proposal that is being negotiated right now by Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senator Joe Manchin. Hopefully, this is one I say, I don't think it's going to pass because Joe knows, coming from West Virginia, that to pass this would be devastating to a lot of his constituents over there, and they're not going to want nothing like that. Okay, Chuck Schumer don't care. New York, he don't care. You know what I'm saying? They like to just abuse their people, and a lot of them over there in New York are masochists. So let's be understanding. And Chuck is a sadist, so there's that. But just in case, I just want to keep you guys, on notice, especially if you have small businesses. I'm a small business owner. So those of us who own small businesses, you may want to look out because it looks like they're trying to come for our pockets even more. All right, let's move on to soft on crime. Speaking of New York, soft on crime New York releases drug cartel runners one day after being caught with $102 million in meth. Isn't it amazing that these people are released, but yet and still you have, what is his name? Jose Alba. I don't know why I was going to call him Josh. Jose Alba. Jose Alba he was protecting himself from a career criminal, okay, and who attacked him. This is an absolute right of self-defense. He has to stay in jail, and they put a $500,000 bail on him, reduce it to $250,000, okay? And now he's released after he put up bail. But when you run actual meth at this is $1.2 million and they let him out. But see, that's the Soros type district attorneys. That's the Soros backing prosecutors. They reward criminals and they punish law abiding citizens. 2 men allegedly tied to a Mexican cartel were arrested last week in New York City after being caught with approximately $1.2 million of crystal meth, but were released just 1 day later due to soft on crime policies. Yeah, they're not soft on crime with criminals. They are soft on crime on criminals, but they are not so soft on crime with innocent people who didn't commit crimes. Luis Estrada and Carlos Santos allegedly drove a van from California to New York with about 165 pounds of crystal meth that the authorities believe originated from Mexico. However, the suspects were released on supervised. Oh my God, they didn't even put up a bond. Oh my God. The suspects were released on supervised release one day later because the two could only be charged with second-degree criminal possession of controlled substance. Meth is not classified as a narcotic based on outdated drug laws in the state. Now, how convenient. How convenient. Isn't that something? They didn't even have to pay nothing. They just signed a freaking letter saying, I'll be good and I will return to my court date, and boosh, they back out on the streets. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so it looks like the bodegas are uniting behind Jose Alba, who is currently out. He's home. By the way, I want to let you guys know that, of course, I did not know this when I reported on this yesterday. I found out actually yesterday that his GoFundMe was deleted, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do. They will provide GoFundMes for, people like this. But when you're innocent, and by the way, he's a man of color. He's from the Dominican Republic. So how are you going to spend? He's not a white guy. So how y'all going to spend that? How does that work? Right? So you have a minority protecting himself from another minority, but what? He can't get a fundraiser for his legal fund, but he has a Give, Send, Go. I will have the link available in the description box below this video. But the United Bodegas of America calls to acquit the innocent clerk who killed the attacker. We'll meet with the district attorney, Alvin Braggs, today, as a matter of fact. So right now, it is Wednesday, the 13th. They're supposed to meet with him. I don't see nothing happening. This guy is a Soros-backed stooge who's here to punish innocent people. This is just an older version of Kyle Rittenhouse. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got to be behind him because he was doing what he had to do to protect himself. This was clearly a case of self-defense, and I don't know why they are attacking this man of color for protecting himself. He's a small business owner. He's also an immigrant. So why? Because he protected himself from a didn't do? Like, how does that work? And this goes to show you the hypocrisy of these libtards and these demon rats. They really, really don't care about people of color if they do things that they are against, okay? They want you to be victims of each other. They love black on black crime. They love when minorities get attacked by other minorities. And they definitely love when white people get attacked by minorities. So you know how that is. So anything to keep the chaos going in these blue cities. Moving on. So here is his, he's on Give, Send, Go, the same platform that helped out Kyle. So this is an old picture of him, by the way. This is an old picture. He's been over here. Oh, there's the Twin Towers back there. He's been in New York for most of his life, doing what he's supposed to do, getting the American dreams. And by the way, he's here legally, all right? He's here legally. So I want you guys to understand that this is something that we gotta shame these people and put a stop to it. So I want you all to support him. I donated. I hope you those also donate too. You can do $1 or $5. Right now he's doing really well. He's at 97. Well, no, hold on. Let me refresh it. Let me see. Okay, he's still at $97,936. So yeah, he'll get to this goal. Not going to be a problem. He will definitely get to this goal. And so, staying on this topic, Mayor Adams, Eric Adams, is a clown. He is corrupt. I once again, I'm always just like shake my head at New York for even electing him. But now Eric Adams realized that this is a PR nightmare, and he wants the woman who also was stabbing the Jose. And I saw his wounds. I can't show you the pictures of Jose Alba's wounds on this broadcast, but she also stabbed him, and she doesn't get charged. Now, I was wrong. I thought that the girlfriend was white. Come to find out, baby mama drama, ratchetness. Okay, So yeah, she is out free, okay, and we already know why. And people, I don't know if Mayor Adams is trying to do this to feel like to show that he's on the team of justice. He's not. Though, I just want y'all to know, don't be fooled by this whole thing of, the Jose Bodega. Jose Bodega. Jose Alba is an innocent man. He should had the right to defend himself. And now he's talking about the woman that was with the guy that he had taken out should be charged too. This is just theatrical. This is just theater, political theater. This man is a clown. But I would be surprised if they charge her. They should charge her. But even if they do, I'm telling you, New York is crap. Even if they charge her, she's going to get a reduced sentence and then probably just go on probation and get community service, a little slap on the wrist, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? New York is just trash. Oh, and speaking of trash, New York City releases bizarre PSA on what to do in a nuclear attack. Because we all know one thing, that if there's anything to go down between United States and Russia, you know who's the first to get attacked? New York. You know the second place to get attacked? Washington, D.C. So apparently they must know something we don't know, because they sent out this PSA. I didn't actually watch it, so let me see. Let's open this up for a second and see what this is all about. Oh, this already got captions on it. All right, hold on a second. I can't believe it. Let's watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. This is only a minute and 30 seconds. We might watch half of it. Let's see. Unless it keeps my attention span. Let's see what they're going to say. Okay, yeah, that's New York. Yeah, we see it.
So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why.
Is Sheba in front of a green screen? Oh my God, how tacky is this? Okay, hold on.
Okay, just know that the big one has hit, okay? So what do? There are 3 important steps that I want you to remember. Step 1, get inside fast. You, your friends, your family, get inside.
What?
And no, staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into...
Wait a minute, what? It's a nuclear attack, sweetie. Okay, let's continue.
To a building and move away from the windows. Step 2, stay inside. Shut all doors and windows. Have a basement? Head there.
Yeah, because shutting all doors and windows will protect you from radiation. Oh my God, these people.
If you don't have one, get as far into the middle of the building as possible. If you were outside after the blast, get clean immediately. Remove and bag all outer clothing to keep radioactive dust or ash away from your body. Step 3, stay tuned. Follow media for more information. Don't forget to sign up for Notify NYC.
Okay. This is a clown right here, and this is clown news at the moment, so I'm going to move on. Ron DeSantis signs probation reform law to allow thousands to transition out of criminal justice system. Now, the reason why I picked this story is because this was signed in this was a bill that was signed into law back in June. Like June the 5th or the 3rd or something like that. It looks decent, and it was headed by Jay-Z and Meek Mills. Now, I don't know nothing about no Meek Mills, but I do know who Jay-Z is. And they were working with DeSantis, but you don't really hear anything about it. Now, I thought this was really... I'll leave a link to this, of course, I'll leave a link to this in the description box, but I'm like... Dude, how come they didn't talk about this? Now, I did read over what this law does, and it's not really bad. Okay, it's not like the prison reform that they had passed, when Trump was in office. And let me just read a little bit to you. Okay, the law is expected to help 150,000 people to exit Florida's criminal justice system over the next 5 years. The law also hold on, let me see. Okay, the law was a bipartisan effort, unanimously passed. Okay, we don't care about that. The law will help shorten the time that some are on probation, meaning fewer monthly fees, which disproportionately fall on low-income individuals, and it works to redirect those people into our hemorrhaging workforce. People on state probation and community control in Florida are now eligible to receive new education and workforce credits that will shorten probation terms for those who pursue a GED or higher ed degree, vocational certification, and or maintain a full-time employment. That's really good. And then this right here, what I like, the law also means that the state will now allow remote reporting, which means people don't have to meet with their probation officers in person, which is believed to be helpful to people who risk missing work or other appointments to make in-person appearances. So this was pretty good, actually. Yeah, I like that. And the thing that they won't even let, like the fact they had to find this out through Breitbart News and not the media, they're not letting black people know. They're not letting anybody. They're not, of course, even Fox News is not announcing that this was something where two top artists that's highly respected in the black community, Jay-Z and Meek Mills, they didn't basically make a, I know Jay-Z did make an announcement about it, but, Fox News didn't even cover this on DeSantis. This makes DeSantis look good, but then again, of course, probably Fox don't want to make DeSantis look too good because, it'll be competing against Trump. Although we have, like I said yesterday, there's no competition. All right, moving on. Wind power fails Texas electrical grid when it needs it the most. Texas, what y'all doing, baby? Did y'all not learn y'all lesson? Why don't y'all get rid of these things, dude? Wind power is failing Texas during a record-setting heat wave, with turbines producing only 8% of their potential energy output, according to the Dallas Morning News. Energy use is skyrocketing as Texans are desperate to cool their homes due to triple-digit temperatures across the state, which reaches 108 degrees Fahrenheit in Waco on Saturday, exceeding the previous record set in 1917 by 4 degrees, according to The Guardian. However, wind speeds remain low, neutering Texas' collection of wind farms as the electrical grid struggles to cope with soaring demands, according to the Dallas Morning News. Get rid of them. The green thing doesn't work, Texas. Gosh, man, it failed you during the winter season. Now it's failing you during the summer season. When y'all gonna learn? Guess y'all not, huh? Anyway, this is a very interesting article. I'm gonna probably read half of it because I wonder why the woke community is not coming after this gay couple. Now, the reason why I say that is because we'll look at the title. Gay couple reaffirm reality of biological sex by suing fertility clinic for giving them a girl instead of a boy. Now, we're told that gender and sex is a social construct. And we're also told that we were supposed to let the children decide their gender when they get up in age. Now, how is it that somebody from that community, all right, is sitting here worried about gender? According to them, no, you don't know a child's gender until the child tells you how they identify. That's what they're saying. Am I lying? Hold on, I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm telling them. So here you got a gay couple mad that they ain't get no boys. A gay couple in California, of course it's in California. A gay couple in California, perhaps unwittingly, reaffirmed the gender binary when they decided to sue a fertility clinic for giving them a daughter instead of a son they ordered. You can order a baby boy. Imagine that. The world we live in. Last Friday, Albert and Anthony Saniger of Pasadena, California, filed a lawsuit against HRC Fertility and fertility specialist Dr. Bradford A. Kolb in Los Angeles Superior Court, alleging breach of contract, medical malpractice, negligence, fraudulent concealment, and violation of the unfair competition law and the Consumer Legal Remedies Act. They throwing everything at this daggone. They are mad. All because they were assured that they would have a boy born via surrogacy, not a girl. According to the lawsuit, I'm just going to call them Sage so I don't get dinged by YouTube here. So I'm just going to call them the S's. The S's spent approximately $300,000 to secure donor eggs and a female surrogate, whom the lawsuit and KNBC refers to as gestational carrier. So the gestational carrier means that the woman gives up her eggs from her own ovaries, and then one of these guys have to give up their sperm, and that's how they get it. Okay. So it's not an implant from an already fertilized egg from another couple. They then endured 2 unsuccessful implantation attempts in 2020 before the unidentified woman surrogate became pregnant in December that year. The lawsuit claims that the clinic assured the S's that they would be able to select the exact embryos used in each round of the in vitro fertilization, and that the biologically determined sex of each embryo had already been made known to them prior to the transfer procedures. The S's said that they selected a male embryo, but that the clinic and Dr. Kolb negligently, recklessly, or intentionally transferred a female embryo to the S's gestational carrier. Why y'all mad though? Why y'all mad? Why y'all mad? I thought gender is a social construct. I thought that the child get to choose their gender. That's what this is basically. I think this is transphobic against the non-binaries. Yeah, how dare you guys? Anywho, moving on from this to this. Amazon turns down paid ads for Matt Walsh, What is a Woman? book, but runs sponsored search results for books that promote radical leftist gender ideology. Of course. There's no need for me to read that. We already know how that goes down. Accidental heart stroke blamed for former Dallas Cowboys running back Marion Barber's death. And of course, behind that, Netflix star, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's Bussy Lurayi dies suddenly at the age of 36. There's a reason why. Just read between the lines while I'm showing you these people who have passed away. Los Angeles schools to offer transgender lesson plan and resources for elementary school children. Yep, California, right? This is not surprising coming out of California. And, but this is good right here. Oh, let's listen. Go woke, go broke. Or so what it say? Get woke, go broke. Oh my goodness. Starbucks closes 16 stores in 4 blue states and DC for worker safety. Yes. I love it. The Starbucks Corporation announced Monday that it is closing 16 stores in the United States because of safety concerns for workers, including incidents of violence and drug use on the premises. Wait a minute now. I thought y'all liked the blue cities. I thought you loved the diversity. No, not really. No. The coffee retailers will close permanently 6 stores in Seattle. Now, Seattle, not that lovely state of Washington, Seattle, Washington, and 6 more in Los Angeles, California region. 2 stores will shutter in Portland, Oregon, and 1 store in Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. All 4 states and the district are run by Democrats. We already know that. Demon rats mess up a lot of cities. There's not one good city that's ran by a demon rat. Jay Inslee in Washington, Gavin Newsom in California, Kate Brown in Oregon, and Tom Wolf in Pennsylvania, and Mario Bowser in Washington, D.C. Starbucks also said that it would give store managers leeway to close restrooms, limit seatings, and reduce operations in response to safety concerns. The moves are part of the policies aimed at addressing workers' concern, including about their safety on the job. And company said, no, that's just racist. Y'all can't speak. Listen, you gotta let the people in, all right? To do otherwise, it's just being intolerant. Anyway, staying on Starbucks. I did not know this was a thing. Did any of you all know this was a thing? Starbucks removes chicken sandwich after customers' complaints worst diarrhea ever had. Now I was like, they selling chicken sandwiches? That sounds... I would not eat no chicken sandwich for no Starbucks. Now the croissants and stuff, I don't do no... First of all, let me understand. Let me just tell y'all this. I don't deal with Starbucks. But when I did many, many years ago, prior to Trump, prior to them going woke, I would definitely do a croissant. And I did have the pastries. That makes sense. But chicken sandwiches? Anyway, Starbucks discreetly dropped its recent introduced chicken, maple butter, and... Ew! Ew, no wonder they had diarrhea. Ew! This is a bad... Okay, which one of y'all would eat this? Okay, let me... I'm sorry, I should have pre-read this, okay? Hold on, guys. I don't even... Okay, I get it. I don't eat this type of food. But, dude, this sounds delicious to you guys. Chicken, maple butter, and egg sandwich. Chicken, maple butter, and egg sandwich. My stomach is turning right now just saying those words. Anyway, it introduced this chicken, maple butter, and egg sandwich from the seasonal menu after customers complained of experiencing symptoms of illness, including diarrhea, after consuming the product. The sandwich was launched on June the 21st after an extensive promotion, but was voluntarily pulled on June the 26th due to failure to meet quality standards, NBC News. I'm not going to read the rest of this. People talking about, ew, it hurt my stomach, and ew, I felt like I had COVID. Ew, I was just, oh my goodness, this doesn't taste good with my frappuccino, mochaccino latte with a soy twist. Oh my God. Chicken maple butter egg sandwich. No, thank you. Anyway, woke fail. David Chappelle, the closer, lands Emmy nomination despite transgender outcry. You can't listen. As much as I got a mixed reviews about the Dave Chappelle, you know what I'm saying? He's still a libtard, but boy, I like how he got one up on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't cancel him. You can't cancel him. So, nah. Now, I don't give a crap about no Emmy. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? But, ooh, wouldn't it be great if he won, Taters? Taters, wouldn't it be great if he won? That would be so awesome. All right, and then our last piece of news is Twitter has already successfully filed its lawsuit against Elon Musk, and now they have a court date, and I think they're going through the litigations, and we're going to talk about this in great detail with our social media section of today's Treetop News. But I just wanted to let you all know that now Twitter has already have their lawyer. They already filed those papers. Elon Musk's lawyer have been served, if not Elon himself. And I guess we about to find Twitter. I hope Twitter, let me just say this. I hope Twitter just gets destroyed. I really do. I really do. I don't care if Elon buy it or not. I don't see anything changing, but I hope this right here just expose Twitter because for what the trash that it is. Because as you can see, the stocks are still down. Well, I'm not showing them to you right now. So those of you who are listening to me, I'm not showing the stocks, but all you got to do is look up Twitter stocks and they just got even lower. So Twitter's going to be worthless when this all is over with. And then they're going to be begging for Elon to buy them out, and Elon is definitely going to get a cheaper deal. So listen, let's go ahead and talk about the drama between Trump and Elon. And let me tell you something. You don't want to miss this part of the Treetop news because this is going to be funny. So without further ado, let's get right down to that part of the news. Social media news. Okay, taters, this right here is going to trip you guys out. And you know what? This is just drama, and it's not that bad to put under ridiculousness. So I had to put it underneath social media drama. It's just two rich men fighting with each other, and you know, anytime you go toe to toe with Trump, it's going to be a lot of lulls in it. So as you all know, that Elon Musk has been successfully sued by Twitter, but this is basically what he wanted, okay? So I was just looking at some of the memes, and I'm just picking up some of the memes. So you got all these bots and stuff going on over here. Look at this, just to go to show you that there are a lot. And by the way, this is not all of it. There's like thousands of them. So they basically try to control the narrative, and they're very successful as a matter of fact. But just like this meme says, one does not simply buy bots for $44 billion. So I'm kind of here for it. So this is what let's go to Elon Musk Twitter for a second. So it basically gives you a little bit of insight. So when Elon Musk, pulled out, and this is the meme he put out here. He says, they said I couldn't buy Twitter. Then they wouldn't disclose bot info. Now they want to force me to buy Twitter in court. Now they have to disclose bot info in court. So this is what I was saying all along. This seems to be like a 4D chess move that everybody talking about. Trump plays. This is an actually 4D chess move, and here you go. He's saying checkmate and showing in the actual Chuck Norris, right? This is Chuck Norris, right? And in front of a chess game. So this was all his plan to buy Twitter at a very, very cheaper rate than $44 billion. Maybe probably what? Half that, 22 billion or something like that, probably. We'll see. But anyway, let's get on to the drama because this is going to take a while, right? Well, no, it's not. I'm going to see if I can get through it as fast as possible. So Trump bashes Elon Musk on Truth Social. He's been worthless without government subsidy. So Trump's been after Elon. And I think because, even though Elon said he would give Trump back his account, Trump was not really active on social media until Elon's whole buyout of Twitter came out. That's that's when Elon decided to buy Twitter. That's when Trump decided to be active on social media. But also, let's not forget that Elon called Truth Social a terrible name, and it is. And well, Trump didn't take too kindly to that. So let's go to actual Truth Social. I'm not on here. From what I keep hearing is that the site is very buggy. It's really hard to get into. It's I don't know who Trump hired to get this site, but anyway, let's go to his Truth Social account where he's very active on it, and you have a picture of Trump with Elon Musk standing right next to him. And then Trump says, when Elon Musk came to the White House asking me for help on all of his many subsidized projects, whether it's electric cars that don't drive long enough, driverless cars that crash, or rocket ships to nowhere without which subsidies Trump is petty, isn't he? Holy, but I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it. Without which subsidies, he'd be worthless. And telling me how he was a big Trump fan and Republican, I could have said, drop on your knees and beg, and he would have done it. And then he goes again, like, now Elon should focus on getting himself out of that Twitter mess because he could owe $44 billion for something that's perhaps worthless. Also, lots of competition for electric cars. Trump is going after everything, dude. Like, what the heck? I didn't have no idea. I had no idea Jack Dorsey visit Trump. I don't even know if this is self-imposed Photoshop or what. But then he has his last, I can't say tweet, but his last, what do you call these guys when they post something on Truth Social? Is it social or truther or what? What is this? He says, P.S. Why was Elon allowed to break the $15 million stock purchases barrier on Twitter without any reporting? That is a very serious breach. Have fun, Elon and Jack. Go to it. Okay, and then that was it. So this is 3.5 million followers. And okay, so anyway, so that's what Trump said on his social media platform. And then this report has been uploaded to Twitter where it says, Donald Trump, Elon Musk told me he voted for me. And then Elon posted underneath here saying, not true. So now we got the back and forth of this, right? So I'm going to show you what Elon has been saying and then what Trump's been saying. So I think many of you have seen this recording of Trump I think he was in Alaska, I'm not sure, but he was at a rally and he talked bad about Elon Musk. So let's listen to it and then let's see what Elon said in response.
Another one of our highest priorities under a Republican Congress will be to stop left-wing censorship and to restore free speech in America. And go out, by the way, while I'm here and sign up now for Truth Social. It's hot as a pistol, and you see that. I call that one right. Leon's, I tell you what, Elon is not going to buy Twitter. Where did you hear that before? From me. From a fake account. She says fake. A lot of them. Nah, he's got himself a mess. You know, he said the other day, oh, I've never voted for a Republican. I said, I didn't know that. He told me he voted for me. So he's another bullshit artist, but he's not going to be buying it. He's not going to be buying it. Although he might later. Who the hell knows what's going to happen? He's got a pretty rotten contract. I looked at his contract. Not a good contract.
Come on, Trump, really? How did you get a chance to look at his contract? So here's what Elon said. I don't hate the man, but it's time for Trump to hang up his hat and sail into the sunset. Dems should also call off attack. Don't make it so that Trump's only way to survive is to regain the presidency. Ouch, boy. Like I said, these are rich men fighting with each other. So somebody named Joe, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. He's a check mark. He goes, your response makes no sense. What about his presidency did you have a problem with? Energy independence, lower regulations, lower taxes, ISIS obliterated, XL pipeline being constructed, Russian pipeline stopped, border under control. What, on policy, do you have an issue with? And Elon said, yeah, but too much drama. Do we really want a bull in a China shop situation every single day? Also, I think the legal maximum age for a start a presidential term should be 69. You mean to stop the presidency terms is 69? Anyway, so that was what he said when it came to responding to Trump. And then we have another one where he said, let's see. Then he goes into, because he responded to this guy named Adam Irvin, and he goes, I'm a little surprised this is your take. I say Trump DeSantis 2024, DeSantis 2028 through 32. And then he goes, Trump DeSantis 2024, and then DeSantis run for president in 2028 and 32. And then Elon says Trump would be 82 at the end of term, which is too old to be chief executive of anything, let alone the United States of America. If DeSantis runs against Biden in 2024, then DeSantis will easily win. He doesn't even need to campaign. No lies detected, actually. No lies detected, but hold on. Let me just say this. No lies detected on this part right here when it comes to DeSantis. But I disagree with him on Trump. It doesn't matter. Like, Trump is pretty good. And for his age, he's not wilting away and forgetting where he is and shaking hands with the air, at his age. He's pretty quick, and he's still touring. So, and he takes tough questions from opposing journalists, something that Biden doesn't even do. So I disagree with the whole thing. Now, maybe there should be an age gap. An age cap when it comes to presidency, but it also should be term limits when it comes to people in Congress, especially in the House and the Senate. But there's that. And of course, lastly, just wanted to show you guys is that, wait. Am I missing something? I think I'm missing another. Nope, that was it. I thought that was some other stuff, but that was basically it. So there you have it. That was Elon Musk. Just a short little drama between him and Trump. Now we're going to wait for Trump to talk about him for the rest of the year. Because y'all know when Trump talks about somebody that got underneath his skin, he doesn't let go, dude. He doesn't let go. But the court case between Twitter and Elon Musk, with a side of Trump taking his digs in, is always good times. And there you have it, taters. The conclusion to the Treetop News for Wednesday, July the 13th. How did you like today's news? I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to leave a like. Do it right now. Stop what you're doing. Stop typing. Stop looking. Stop doing everything. And leave a like. Hit that like button. It's free, baby. It don't cost you no money. Just hit that like button. Make sure you share. Also, continue to communicate with me in the comment section. I love to see what you guys got to say. And as you can see, some of you all, I even respond to you when you ask me a question. Anyway, be sure to leave a like. And I want to also give a thanks to Cornelius. He sent a super chat, not at yesterday's live stream, but yesterday's Treetop News, but the day before, and I didn't see it until yesterday after I uploaded. So I want to give a thanks to Cornelius Brunes for his super chat that he gave while I was sleeping during the premiere of the Treetop News. So if you do give a super chat during this premiere news, I will give you a shout out on the next go around. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to seeing you on my live stream. Remember, I live stream every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please come join me, and I'll see you then. Enjoy your hump day, and hopefully I'll see you on my live stream. Okay? Later, taters.